Yes, another episode, but I'm still dressed the same. Hello and welcome to another video. So in case you didn't watch my last video, which you definitely should go check it out, I am dressed like this for Halloween. It is Halloween when I am recording this, hence, dirty face, messy hair. I'm dressed as a Survivor player for Halloween this year, but I am also recording some videos, and I am recording another episode for my character face series. So for starters, if you have not seen this face character series before, it has been a long running series on my channel at this point, and I highly suggest you go back to episode 1. There is a playlist specifically for this series, but in this series, I just go through every face and face mold character in Integrity Toys, and I pick out what is my favorite release of that character / face mold, and I give it a rank on a 10-star system. You can have up to 5 stars for a perfect doll, 5 stars for a perfect look, for a total of 10 stars for a perfect look, or you can have 0 stars if I hate everything about it. So yeah, it's a long going series. I don't know what to say now, but today is the episode that I have been working on for the longest, and the one I am most nervous to do. Okay, I'm not even nervous, I guess. I don't think, but I think this is the most where I'm gonna get like a lot of like rebuttals and pushback probably, which is fine. Like, we all have different taste. But today will be my face series for Poppy Parker and Poppy Parker only. So let's kind of get into the details of why I decided to do it this way, why I've waited so long to do Poppy and do it this way. So Poppy Parker, Eve, is like the #1 doll in Integrity Toys, essentially. She's the it girl. I have waited a while to do Poppy because I wasn't sure how I wanted to do it, because Poppy Parker has had an insane amount of releases. Like, I don't even know how many, but like in a typical year, she gets 5+ releases at least. And it's like, I didn't want to go through every single release of Poppy Parker and just pick out one Poppy Parker. That felt really weird. It felt misplaced and misrepresentative of like how many Poppy Parker dolls there are. Because like, for example, let's say Vanessa, one of the oldest characters of fashion royalty, or even Adele, they've had multiple face generations, and even between like Vanessa 1.0, 2.0, and 3.0, she is a long running character. Even amidst all of her releases, I don't think her releases even count up to half of what Poppy's had, but Poppy has only had one face sculpt her entire run. So I was like, I don't want to, like, not represent that properly. So I decided what I'm gonna do, and I'm gonna let you know, I could not have done this myself. The very wonderful site, integritytoys.info, they were an insurmountable tool in this. I would not have been able to do this without that website. I decided I would go through each Poppy Parker screening and pick out my favorite Poppy Parker from that screening, and that's how I would do this. I can't always differentiate from Poppy Parker screenings. I know a lot of other people can. They're like, yes, that's the Sunset Games, or oh, that's Spicy in Spain, or that's Bergdorf Goodman. Like, they can just look at it and tell, and I'm like, couldn't be me. I do think I understand a bit more now after doing this, but this is what I've been doing for a while now and why I've waited so long to do Poppy Parker. So, I am going through every Poppy Parker by screening and saying what my favorite release of that screening is, and then at the very end, I will pick my favorite Poppy Parker release. So this is an all Poppy Parker video. So if you're a fan of Poppy Parker, you should love this one, even if you're disagreeing with some of my choices. Also, that is another thing. I have come to find that my taste in Poppy Parker differs from like the majority. I really enjoy when Poppy Parker steps out of her box, does something kind of weird and crazy. So a lot of times when I'm like, oh my gosh, this is an amazing Poppy, most Poppy collectors are like, not at all. And then when a Poppy Parker comes out, then I'm like, oh, this is boring. I don't like her at all. She's just whatever. The typical Poppy Parker collectors are like, this is one of the best ones ever, and she becomes a grail and everything. So I am not aligned with the typical majority, but that is totally okay. We can hash it out in the comments. Also, speaking of which, I'd really appreciate a like, comment, and subscribe if you're excited for this video. Also, if you could hype the video, it is a free feature on YouTube. It pushes out my content to people who watch content similar to mine here on YouTube. So I'd appreciate it, and let's jump in with the very first screening of Poppy Parker. Okay, so here we go with the first screening, and let me say, when I say first screening, I mean the first one we're looking at. I do not have these in chronological order of when the screenings released. I just didn't care to do that, I'll be honest. So these are completely random order of the screening release, but yeah, I guess we're just gonna go ahead with it. So up first, we are looking at the Coney Island Saturday screening for Poppy Parker, and my favorite version of, or release of the Coney Island screening is Darling Gothique. So this is actually a doll that was from the, what was it, Legendary or Obsession? I believe Obsession, because Legendary was older doll. So I believe this was the Obsession Style Lab, which was an online convention before I was a collector. And this Poppy was a part of the Style Lab. So technically she didn't come with this fashion, but Darling Poppy was suggested to go with the Gothique fashion. So they were suggested to go together, so I'm treating it like an actual release. The doll I gave 5 stars, so a perfect doll. The look I gave 5 stars, so perfect look, for a total of 10 stars. So I think this doll obviously is perfect. I think this is such a beautiful Poppy. Again, I love when she steps out of her comfort zone. This purple hair, I've never seen this purple on any other doll. Let me know if this hair color is on another doll. I've never seen it, but I love this purple hair. This screening is really pretty. She just gives like spooky little girl, like kind of like the spooky weird girl in school to me, but also when she has on that jacket with the fur and the beret, high fashion spooky girl. So pretty. I could see her easily just being a backgrounder in the Wednesday Netflix series, going to the Nevermore school. She'd fit in totally fine there. But I also do like the dress with the flat sequin. I know sequin is like a very polarizing idea amongst high-end collectors. I'm a fan of it, but I know there's plenty who aren't. But I think it's pretty here. Then she has this like little bow ribbon with super long pieces on it, which is so nice. And the white collar, the little high-heeled kind of Mary Jane shoes. I just think she's as cute as can be. I really like her. Be very happy to have her in my collection one day, and just as cute as can be. So yeah, she gets 10 stars. Let's go to the next Poppy Parker screening. Okay, so this one is Sign of the Times Poppy Parker screening, and I chose Sign of the Times. I gave the doll a 2, the look a 4.5, for a total of 6.5 stars. This one, there wasn't a lot of poppies based on this screening, but this was my favorite of the screening, but I'm not crazy about her. I'll be honest, as you can tell, I gave the look a 4.5. I do like the look more than the doll. I think it's actually a really cute look, but the doll, not really interested in. I think the face is really cute. It's the hair that's killing it for me. This hair, I am just not crazy about. She's giving, it's like a grandma. She put on a grandma's wig. It's like so big on her, but also, again, I know Poppy Parker is supposed to be of a bygone era, but it's just, I can't. I am just not about it. I do not like it, but I do think the outfit's really cute. And the screening is actually really pretty. It's just the hair. The hair is killing me. So yeah, Sign of the Times, I gave a 6.5. Okay, now we are on to the It Girl screening for Poppy Parker, and this one that I picked is Midnight Decadence. I gave the doll a 5, the look a 5, for a total of 10 stars. So this is the Poppy Parker that was released for the 10th anniversary of Poppy Parker. I was guessing it, but it's actually right there on the bottom. This was the 10th anniversary Poppy Parker, and this was designed by David, the designer for Poppy. And he said, you know, anniversary doll. I wasn't a collector at the time, but I think she's absolutely gorgeous. Like, it looks like quintessential Poppy. She looks a little angry, but I think that's kind of the It Girl screening, is kind of like an angry Poppy. And I think this is the best one for sure. I love this hair. Like, this big over the top hair and just falls in huge waves. It reminds me of the kind of hair that that Trixie Mattel likes to do a lot. but like not as big as the drag hair, but still very beautiful, the blonde waves. I love that this doll came with a sketch. I wish Integrity Toys would do that with every release. Honestly, I'd love if they included the sketch of what the designer put together. It'd be so cool to see. I think it's a fun little piece to include. I like that this dress is really pretty with a detachable bow on the back. Has a little burst of ostrich feathers. She's just giving elegant. She's giving expensive. Really cute. Very pretty. So yeah, Midnight Decadence gets 10 stars. I think she's amazing. Let's get to the next one. Okay, so now we are on to the Barefoot in the Park screening of Poppy Parker, and my favorite of that is Barefoot in the Park. The doll I gave a 3.5, the look a 4.5 for a total of 8 stars. So this one was a little hard to decide how I feel about the look because she comes with so many looks. Like she has a lot of different looks, but there's looks that I really like and then there's looks I really don't like at all. So it was a little difficult. It's like, so should I have the looks I don't like count down or should I just count it based off of the looks I do like? I decided to count the looks I do like. The looks I do like, I do really, really, really like. Like the one right below me, the blue with the black fur, really cute. I love that look. The pink jacket look, I love. The under pink dress in the soft pastel pink, I like. The red turtleneck with the brown jacket, it's cute, it's fine. I don't hate it, not crazy about it. I would never seek it out. But it's cute. But the blue dress right under me, not the coat, but the dress, I do not like that dress at all. It does not look cute. The shape of it is not flattering. Do not like that dress at all. That dress gets a 0. But the rest of the looks were so nice. I was like, a 4.5 feels fair because especially the blue and black coat and the pink coat, they're both so cute. I love both of them. And then the doll. First off, I love this hair. This hair is fabulous. It's so nice with all these little curls in it and everything. Those bangs that curl like right to the side of the face. So pretty. And then the screening, it's very soft. I wouldn't say Barefoot in the Park is my favorite screening of Poppy. It's just cute when compared to the others. Like if I didn't have the others to compare it to, maybe I'd like it more. But this screening is just like, oh, she's cute. So I gave her a 3.5. Nothing wrong with her, but I'm not like, oh my gosh, I'd love to have her or anything like that. So yeah, she gets 8 stars. Okay, so now we are moving on to Poppy Parker with the Spring 2021 screening. And my favorite was Spring 2021, the yellow look. This was a Jason Wu doll that was created with some of his looks. I remember I was a collector at the time and I passed on them because there's this one and then there's Poppy in a paler skin tone with like really long red hair. But I think this is the better Poppy because I gave the doll a 5, the look a 0.5 for a total of 5.5 stars. So for starters, this Poppy is gorgeous. Like I love the colors used, that like blackish blue under the eye, the freckles. This is so cute. Poppy being modern, I love it. And then the I don't want to say shaved head, but like it's the felt. It's not felt. Oh my gosh, why am I forgetting what that's called? I know what it is. Flocked. There we go. She has the flocked hair, which is really fun. Like I never thought I'd see Poppy with flocked hair when this doll released. I was like, that is so unexpected. She's gorgeous. She's just absolutely beautiful. But what I do not care for is the look. I like the colors, so that's the reason I gave it a 0.5. The colors I think are gorgeous and work really well with this Poppy. However, I wouldn't really care to own a single piece. I mean, maybe the trench little jacket top part could be nice, but everything else is just like not enough for me, especially with the Integrity Toys price point. And these were Jason Wu collection, so they were even more expensive. Yeah, not crazy about it. And then I really hate. So I went to school for geology. I'm about to get on like my soapbox for a moment. I went to school for geology and got a degree in geology, all that stuff. But for some reason, I don't know if this is still a thing, but when I was in college, like 2014 to 2018, the number one thing, especially amongst geology kids, because we had a lot of trips out into like where we had to go into the field, map rock formation, stuff like that. Tivas were like all the rage amongst all of them. which is a brand of like sandals, and I hate them. I think they are so ugly. I hated them so much. And all my friends had a pair and everything, and I was like, those are just ugly shoes. And I don't care about feet, whatever. But it's just, the sandals are so ugly to me. I hate Tevas. I hate the way sandals look. And that's exactly what it looks like she's wearing. So like, just for that, she almost went into negative points. Do not like those types of sandals. And I had to stare at them for 4 years straight, basically. And now I'm like, I never want to see them again. So yeah, that's my little soapbox moment. But yeah, she comes in with a 5.5. Gorgeous doll. Cannot say that enough. So beautiful. Okay, so now we are going on to the next screening, which is Summer Magic Poppy Parker. And this is actually a Poppy that I own. This is All For Me Poppy Parker. I gave the doll a 5, the look a 5, for a total of 10 stars. So something I will say is when I do get a Poppy, which I've been pretty critical, like whenever a Poppy releases, I'm like, I'm not a huge Poppy fan, I'm a pass. And that's just because there's so many, I feel like I can be more selective. So when I do obtain a Poppy Parker, I'm typically in love with it, like so much. And this Poppy falls into that kind of category because she's gorgeous. She is so beautiful. I remember when she came out for the Seven Sins event, she represented greed. I thought she was done perfectly. She's so Barbie, like it's like over the top Barbie, and I love that. It's kind of like a wink and a nod. She's campy. She has the pink fur, and then she has the pink bodysuit underneath. She has all these accessories, these shopping bags, and the pink bow on top. The pink bow with the ponytail and the bangs. So cute. And the screening, I'll be honest, it's not my favorite Poppy Parker screening, but I do like how it's done here with the really bright pink lips. She has like those really unnaturally blue eyes. She's so pretty. Like, she's so fun, so pretty. I'm beyond happy to own her. She was my second Poppy I ever had, and I honestly don't think I'll ever let go of this Poppy because she's just, yeah, she's just that girl. Love her so much. She gets 10 stars. Okay, so now we are on to the Miss Fairchild Poppy Parker screening, and my favorite one was Most Sophisticated. I gave the doll a 5, the look a 4, for a total of 9 stars. So I believe, like, maybe you Poppy historians can correct me, but I believe this was a Poppy Parker collection that was meant to like pay in reference to Audrey Hepburn. I was not a collector when this collection came out, so I don't fully understand it. I wasn't able to find too much information on it, but it seems to be just like a whole collection, because there was multiple. All the Poppy Miss Fairchild ones seem to be Audrey Hepburn Poppy Parkers, and I haven't seen this screening since then, which is too bad. It's a really cute screening. I don't know if it's only allowed to be on Audrey Poppies or something. I'm really unsure, but she's cute. I think she's actually a very cute, and this screening is really cute. It's an almost kind of anime look, like if Poppy Parker were to be in an anime, this look is what she looks like, because her eyes are a bit bigger, the lips are a bit like smaller, but like wider. No, wide would be this way, so taller. She's really cute. I'd love to see this screening show up again. The reason, so yeah, I give the doll a 5. So cute, so pretty. The reason I give the look a 4 is because all the looks she comes with are really nice, done really well. It's just such a muted color palette that I'm just like, not really for me. Again, not to say something I haven't said, not to repeat myself and say something I've said 100 times, but I really do like vibrant and color pop and stuff like that. So when we get a lot of like neutrals or beiges or just black and white, it's really a could love it, could hate it kind of moment. And for this, I'm just kind of like not excited about anything. I do like the look with the button-up shirt and the white shorts. I think that's really cute. I do like the hoop earrings. I think that's pretty. But yeah, that's about it. I'm not crazy about anything else about this Poppy, but I do think all the pieces she comes with are so nice and so well done that I couldn't give the look like lower than a 4, because it's well done. It's just not really in the color palette I would enjoy. But also, I'm pretty sure they're looks to pay homage to Audrey Hepburn's actual fashion, so that also gives it a couple bonus points, I guess. But yeah, I gave her 9 stars. Okay, so now we are on to a very popular screening. I hear about this screening quite often, and that is Sunshine Games Poppy Parker. And my favorite release of Sunshine Games, no competition honestly, was British Invasion. This Poppy is so cool and so campy. It's just so good. I love her. I've actually seen this Poppy in person at convention. It was in one of the room sales. So cool. She also goes for crazy prices these days. I gave the doll a 5, a look a 5 for a total of 10 stars. For starters, this bold ass red hair, it is so in your face, but I absolutely love it. And then she has these white go-go boots. She has this really nice white shirt that goes up, but then she has this Union Jack dress. It is so like campy and like kitschy, but like in a good way, I guess. I don't know. I love it. She comes with a bunch of different pieces. Then her box literally looks like the telephone booth in London, which again, it's camp. I love it so much. I think this Poppy is absolutely wonderful in all the best ways. Incredible. I gave her 10 stars. Okay, so now we are moving on to the Lady Luck screening, and this is probably my favorite screening from Poppy Parker. The Lady Luck screening is so beautiful, and my favorite release of Lady Luck is the Lady Luck screening is Lady Luck, the original. I gave the doll a 5, the look a 4 for a total of 9 stars. So, fun fact, when I first started collecting Poppy Parker, I thought this was the best Poppy Parker that has ever been released. I was obsessed with her. But as you can see, she has 9 stars now. So I think there's she's not one of the 10 stars girls. But this screening, this doll is insanely gorgeous. She is so beautiful. Absolutely just wow. Her face is stunning. Like I said, probably my favorite screening of Poppy Parker. Just gorgeous. The dress, I really like it, but I just think Poppy's had some better fashions. Now that I'm more educated in a bunch of Poppy releases, there's just fashions I like more than this one. It is pretty. Something that I think is really cool is that if you look, she has all these clover pieces, but each one is like a different number. So I think her earrings are 4-leaf clovers. Her necklace is a 2-leaf clover. No, the pin at her skirt is the 4-leaf. So her earrings might be 3-leaf clovers. And then I think the pin in her hair is a 1-leaf. So it's like the different clovers for luck. I think that's so cute and so cool. Yeah, she's a wonderful doll. And again, this screening, immaculate. But the doll as a total, 9 stars. Okay, so now we are on to a older screening. We have the Youthquake screening from Poppy Parker, and the one I picked out was Ready, Set, Go. I gave the doll a 4, the look a 2.5 for a total of 6.5. Finding photos of this one was a little difficult, so I did include a photo here in the center of the face that is from someone's Flickr account. I gave credit, like their little thing right there. The user was Rockwan2012. I like how vibrant this Poppy Parker is. I'm not crazy about the shade of blonde they use for the hair, honestly. I don't know, I don't love it for whatever reason. I don't know if it just doesn't work with the outfit for me or the screening, unsure. But I do really like the screening. I think she's really cute. It's a little cartoony, but not too far into the cartoon realm. I like the colors. It's just really nice. The fashion, not crazy about it. I'm really not crazy about it. Maybe it's the colors or something, but it's cute. But again, I'm not gonna go out of my way to obtain it. So she does get a total of 6.5 stars. Okay, so the next one I'm gonna go over is the Spicy in Spain screening from Poppy Parker. And for that, I picked my favorite as Return to Misty Hollows Poppy Parker. The doll I gave a 5, the look a 4.5 for a total of 9.5 stars. So another Poppy Parker I do own in my collection. She is actually one of the newest dolls I have. I recently reviewed her. You can check it out on my channel. She's so pretty. She is so pretty, and way prettier than these promo images make her look, I'll be honest with you. Her makeup is so vibrant, this super bright purple, and then she has these hauntingly gray eyes, And the fashion she comes with and the accessories, like the mirror, the metal mirror, the hot pants look, which I know a lot of people aren't a fan of, but I really like the purple pants with the suspenders and that like billowy top. It's beautiful to me. I love it. And then she also has this second dress, and she comes with multiple pairs of shoes. She's gorgeous. I really love this Poppy. You can hear me go on and on about how beautiful she is in her review. But yeah, wonderful. My favorite, Spicy in Spain, Poppy Parker, which I will say, this is one of the ones I did have a hard time picking a favorite with. Spicy in Spain has had some really pretty dolls, but this one ended up being my favorite. So that is it for Spicy in Spain is Misty and Hollow. For the Spicy in Spain screening, it is Return to Misty Hollows, which is a 9.5. Okay, the next screening that I went over is the Ooh La La screening, Poppy Parker. And I picked my favorite as Pink Powder Puff Poppy Parker. The doll is a 5, the look is a 5 for a total of 10 stars. So this was a giveaway doll at the one of the Integrity Toys conventions. I can't remember which one. It's either it doesn't matter. She's from one of the past Integrity Toys conventions. She was a giveaway at the Poppy Parker Luncheon. And this is the second iteration of a Poppy Parker that already exists. So the first one was, there was Blue Powder Puff, I believe, or Powder Puff Poppy Parker. Then there's Pink Powder Puff Poppy Parker. This was the second iteration. And then my first club year, they offered a third version of her, which was Lemon Lullaby Poppy Parker, which is the same one, but she's in yellow. I wish she had been done in green, because then we would have had the Powerpuff Girls. Like, it would have been really cool, like a minty green. But I love Lemon Lullaby. She's great. But Ooh La La screening, my favorite had to be Pink Powder Puff. She is just gorgeous. It's like, this is the ultimate, like, how do you say it? The ultimate, I didn't want to say pajama because it's a bit higher class of pajama, but like the best pajama or going to bed, I can't think of the best word for that, but like best kind of that category doll basically ever made. It is so over the top. It is so good. And even though the blue version, the original, she came with more accessories. She came with like a diary, a pencil, and stuff like that. I still think this one's better. I love this one. The screening is very pretty, very sultry for Poppy, but absolutely gorgeous. I love the blonde. I love how fluffy and over the top this coat is. Again, I have Lemon Lullaby, so I know how over the top and dramatic it is. I just love this color so much. Like this shade of pink, it just makes me feel warm and fuzzy on the inside. I can't explain it. Like, it's hot pink, but not fully. It's almost giving like a soft pink. It's like a vibrant soft pink. I don't know. This shade of pink, it makes dopamine sparks in my head. She's very beautiful, very pretty. 10 stars, deservingly so. And my favorite of the Ooh La La screening. Okay, so now we are on to one of the OG screenings of Poppy Parker, the Reluctant Debutante screening. And my favorite release was Reluctant Debutante. This doll I gave a 5, the look a 5 for a total of 10 stars. So when people talk about Grail Poppy Parkers, a lot of times people think of the Bergdorf Goodman Poppy Parker. I think this is like one of the best poppies ever. And I'm like, this one knocks the Bergdorf Goodman like out of like not even a competition in my mind. She's so beautiful. She was from the first release of the Poppy Parker collection, I believe. And she's just so good. Like the hair, perfect. The jacket, that's like this fuzzy looking white jacket, perfect. The dress underneath in the pastel blue with the bright yellow, perfect. The screening, perfect. She's just so good. Like when someone says Poppy Park, like what is like quintessential Poppy Parker, this is what I would picture. She's so good. Everything is done so right and so clean. She's gorgeous. She's such a gorgeous doll and definitely deserves to be the best one with this screening, without a doubt. So beautiful. So yeah, she comes in at 10 stars, Reluctant Debutante. Okay, so now we are on to what seems to be the most popular screening of Poppy Parker, and that is the Bergdorf Goodman Poppy Parker. My favorite one was Dazzling Debut. The look I gave a 5, the doll I gave a 5 for a total of 10 stars. So I know with the Bergdorf Goodman screening, most people are obsessed with the Bergdorf Goodman, the original release with that screening. I do not like that Poppy at all. I think I'm gonna be so for real. The original Bergdorf Goodman Poppy Parker, she is so boring to me. I don't know why people go crazy about her. I mean, maybe it's because of her limited quantity and her resale price is kind of the reason, but to me, the color scheme is just okay. Then she's like, has all of her hair like tied back into this super bulky braid that I don't even think is flattering. Like, she does not do it for me. Like, I do not get all the hype around that doll. But one like this, I think the screening is beautiful. And this doll, she deserves all of the flowers because the Bergdorf Goodman screening is beautiful. I got to see it in person for the first time when I got the Elusive Beauty Poppy Parker. So I love the screening. I think it's absolutely gorgeous. But this Poppy, which also I'd like to say the promo photos of this one are not great. Some of the in-person photos I've seen are a bit better. She comes off as like really shiny in the promo photos for some reason. But I love everything about this Poppy. First off, the hair that comes up in the tiniest little bump and then it just falls. So pretty. The Bergdorf Goodman screening is very pretty on her with the pink lips and everything. But the doll's beautiful. The doll really is beautiful. But what is really catching my eye, again, I love color pop. I love pastels. So this fashion is just incredible to me. She's in this dress with like beading around the trim, and then I believe it's embroidery of all these kind of like pastel florals. So pretty with the base of this pastel blue, which matches the little bow in her hair and her shoes. And then she has this white jacket that goes on top with the fur trim. It's so gorgeous. Like, I genuinely believe you could put any Poppy in this and she'd look just like the prettiest thing. Maybe not some of them with some of their crazy like screenings, but this fashion is absolutely insane. I'd love to have this doll one day or this fashion one day. So beautiful. She just looks so perfect on display. Absolutely gorgeous. I love her, and in my opinion, the best Bergdorf Goodman screening. So that is it for all the Poppy Parkers. We have been over every screening now. Also, I want to give a little bit of a note. I probably should have said it in the beginning, but this is based off, again, the information given to me on the integritytoys.info website. They have an area where Poppy Parkers are listed by screening, and I believe it's by eye makeup, because sometimes it's like eyebrows of this with eyes of this, and like, so the screenings are kind of like mixed matched up a bit, but I just went off of what was there on that site, and I believe it was going off of the eyes specifically. So yeah, that's how I did this. If you don't like it, I don't know. I was gonna say argue with integritytoys.info, but don't do that. They're incredible and they provide a great resource for free. So don't even argue with them. Just be mad in a corner, I guess. But now we need to talk about what I think was my favorite Poppy Parker of all of these Poppy Parkers. And I think it's gonna be a bit controversial, so let's get to it. Okay, I'm jumping in here because I just realized I forgot a whole Poppy Parker screening when I did this. So like what you're seeing right now, post me had to put it in. But we have Anniversary Tweed, which I'm pretty sure is a new screening for Poppy Parker. Anniversary Tweed, obviously she's gonna be the best release of it because she's the only release of it. I give the doll a 5 and I give the look a 3.5. I'm doing this on the spot, by the way. Not even looking at photos, just doing this from memory, even though you guys can see the whole presentation. Anniversary Tweed, I really like the screening. I think this screening is great. It's a bit over the top. She looks very like sassy to me. I love it a lot. And then, yeah, it's just really pretty. And then Anniversary Tweed, I love the huge ponytail. Like, it's so big and over the top. I think that the nude Poppy, I would definitely try to get my hands on it if she were not selling for insane prices right now. She released very recently, from when I'm recording this, and yeah, I will never own that doll, but I'm okay with that. Like, I'm at peace with that. I'm not upset about it at all. I didn't even, like, when I didn't win her, I'm like, it's fine. But I think she's really cute. The fashion, it is really well done. The tweed is very well done. She looks very high quality, but it isn't all like kind of a like dark colors, which isn't too much of my thing, but I do think she's really good. So 3.5 seems very fair. So yeah, she does get a total of an 8.5 for me. I do hope we see this screening again. I would love to see this screening reused. And you know, different colors and things like that. Because this was kind of a pretty dark poppy in that one. So maybe we could get like a light, pretty pastel poppy with the same screening. I would love that. But yeah, we shall see in the future, I guess. Okay, so here is what I consider to be the #1 Poppy Parker. And I can already tell, like, I don't know if anyone would agree with me, and that is completely okay. But mine is Poppy Parker with the Coney Island Saturday screening, Darling/Gothic Poppy Parker. I just love her. Like, even though she's kind of dark colored, I think the purple in the hair really makes it okay for me. The white jacket, the black fur trim. I love there's nothing about this doll I would change. I think she's so cute, so pretty, this pop of purple hair, and she would stand out amongst the army of poppies. Like, she's one that sticks out in my mind, and maybe that's part of the reason why. Like, when I think of all the poppies I've seen, there's a lot that are really pretty, but as far as like ones that stick out that I just like can't forget, this is one of them, and it might be because she's so different. But yeah, I love the jacket, the black fur. I love the bright purple hair, the like hauntingly spooky gray eyes. I'd love to have this poppy and display her with like the Return to Misty Hollows Poppy Parker. I kind of want to create like my own version of like my own interpretation of like a Scooby-Doo gang or a mystery gang that are all just kind of like spooky, colorful characters, and like display them together on Halloween. Maybe one day I will, but she would definitely fit in with that group. So this is my favorite Poppy Parker released ever. But let's go to the closing of this video. Oh my gosh, that was so many Poppy Parkers to talk about, and some of them I had a lot to say, but we've done it. We've made it through Poppy Parker. Again, like I said, kind of towards the end, I should have really said in the beginning, the screenings, if you disagree, like, oh, that's actually a hybrid screening or something like that, I really did just use the site. It's still hard for me to tell sometimes the different screenings. Some are easy to pick up on more than others, but I'm by no means proficient at interpreting all Poppy Parker screenings. So I really did just do my best. Sorry if it wasn't like to the degree you like a Poppy historian would be able to do. But I hope you did enjoy this video. It was a lot of work going through every single release of Poppy Parker ever. Like, I went through every single release of Poppy Parker, which is, it was a lot. It was a lot of work, but we have made it on the other side. And I know I've been told in quite a few videos that people were excited for me to do Poppy. Yeah, I felt this was the fairest way to do it because, like I said, Poppy Parker's had so many releases. There's no way I could just be like, okay, one Poppy Parker. Like, if I only talked about the Gothic Poppy, which I ended up choosing as my favorite Poppy, if that was the only one I talked about ever, I felt like there's so much missing from the other Poppies that I do enjoy. So yeah, I hope you all enjoyed this one and the amount of work it took for this one, honestly. Also, I'd appreciate, like I said earlier in the video, a like, comment, and subscribe. It really does keep me motivated to keep making videos like this for you all. I am getting excited. We're starting to see towards the end of the series. We still have a couple categories to go. We have Poppy Parker's friends, essentially. We have all of them. We still have Jim and the Holograms. We still have like kind of random one-off lines, such as the RuPaul dolls, the Trixie doll. There's only one, but I'll still talk about her. We have the Monarchs, we have Meteor. So there's still quite a few lines to go. I'll probably start doing hybrid ones. So far, there's been enough characters for most series to do just like, this is the East 59th video. This is New Face Part 1, Part 2. Some of these other ones, there's less characters. So it might just be like, here's Meteor plus the RuPaul dolls, I think is what I'm gonna do. So we'll see as they come out. I hope you are all still excited. Who knows when the next episode is gonna be, but I hope you are excited. And that is gonna be it for this video. I hope to see you on the next one. Bye.